Hello, you're watching Avenue X, and today let's talk about a recently finished airing Chinese contemporary drama, 特工任务 Spy Game. This is a 38-episode contemporary drama that has finished airing on 爱奇艺 as well as 2 different satellite television stations. It is directed by Zhao Baogang, who is a very veteran Chinese drama director. In the early 2000s, he was the director who created this very well received and still till today very influential 民国 setting romantic drama 像武像雨又像风. The drama is written by 3 collaborating scriptwriters, Li Song, Yong Xin, Lou Kexin. It is led by Han Geng, Wei Daxun, Li Yitong, Zhou Fang, Wang Likun. It went live on September the 20th on 爱奇艺, and I followed this drama daily as it was airing and pretty much finished watching it on the day when it released its final episode. But I was traveling, didn't have time to sit down and talk about it until now. I am overall very pleased by this drama. I'll give it a 2 goldmine rating. As usual, let me introduce you to the plot of the story first, and then we are going to talk about the details. The title of this drama, Spy Game, really spoils the story. It is about spy, and it is about a game that is used as a portal for a spy organization hidden behind to recruit their future agents. Our main character, played by Wei Daxun, is a computer science guy who also plays this game. Unbeknownst to him, he actually got recruited due to, first, he's a pretty good player. The second thing is, in his real life, he is actually connected to very useful people with important information that a spy organization wants. They pair him up with a girl played by Li Yitong, who is, very soon as you watch the drama, you'll find out, a spy, unwillingly, but still a spy, to do certain tasks offline. And then if they complete the task, they can actually get money rewards. And those things actually turn out to be real spy tasks. Our main guy very soon figured out this thing is much more dangerous and complicated than he thought. Fortunately and unfortunately, he has a cousin who is closely related to him, played by Han Geng, who is a real national security agent. So the story gets more and more complicated. All the people get involved. You see a constant, rather exciting page-turning spy game going on in this drama. Now let's talk about what is worth watching about this drama first. Point number 1, this is one of those dramas I would term as the title is exactly what the drama is. Often in Chinese dramas these days, you have a drama that has a title that tells you it's about doctors, it's about lawyers, it's about this and that. And when you get into it, it's not about that at all. It's just silly people falling in love. Luckily for Spy Game, 75 to 80% of the actual screen time is dedicated completely to the actual spy game. The constant intelligence fight between the good and the bad people. For those not fitting the title drama, we call it 挂羊头卖狗肉, whereas this drama is definitely 挂羊头卖羊肉. So if you want a spy action heavy drama set in contemporary China that is not too heavy and too serious but is believable enough and balances the happy and gripping part really well, you should go and try out this drama. Number 2, it has a very interesting concept. The spy game, the virtual game that gets people into the game, coaxes them into doing illegal things unbeknownst to them, and then eventually manage to develop many agents. That idea may sound a little bit far-fetched, but when you think about it carefully, it is so doable in contemporary world and probably is already going on. Maybe not in such a on-the-nose, obvious, and slightly silly way as this drama has it, but in many other ways, less pretty, less obvious, but more pervasive ways, probably is already happening. So this is a very dramatic and visual concept that gets developed by this drama to represent the possibilities of information leaks and how you can get easily manipulated by stuff on internet that you don't quite know exactly who is behind it and what their motives are. Considering that in recent years in China, a couple of years from probably 2 years ago to now, there are actually a lot of reports about all types of different spies get caught in China, and you will never believe where they come from, who they work for, and just how normal they appear to be in life. So the story is also very relevant to China's particular circumstances in 2020s. plus obviously the digital age of things. And also visually, it's really interesting. And they really thought very hard how to present that on screen. Considering this is just a Chinese drama, which doesn't have a huge budget, it's not a Hollywood movie that's just dedicated to this one thing, I am already very happy with the overall representation of this virtual game idea of using that as a front for a real spy organization. Number 3, the casting choices and performance of this drama really outperformed my expectation. I think back in August when I first saw the set of posters of Wei Daxun, Han Geng, Li Yitong, and very limited promotional material about this drama, I really had no hope for it to be in any way good. I was thinking about a couple of spy-themed dramas of recent years that are a complete disaster, and I was like, this one just appears to be similar to that. Fortunately, it is not the case. Here I will just point out a couple because I don't have time to talk through all of them. Wang Likun plays a very essential spy character in this drama. She really does a very good job of portraying this ruthless, very capable, very sharp, goal-orientated, you don't quite know her personal story spy, but nonetheless just has that little bit of humanity in her that makes her still look like a real person. Then for our main 2 couples, male lead, female lead, Wei Daxun, Li Yitong, and then the second couple, Han Geng and Zhou Fang, playing the national security agents. I thoroughly enjoyed the setups and the performances. If I have to rate them, I would say Zhou Fang is the best, and then Han Geng, and then Wei Daxun and Li Yitong. Zhou Fang was previously in quite a few very serious dramas, and I remember also in Zhongwu Yangguang Productions. She is such a good actress and underrated. She is not the prettiest out there, but she makes the most believable and convincing national security agent that I have seen for quite a while in Chinese dramaland. The last time I saw one was in 对手 with Yan Bingyan playing a national security agent, and she's the second female national security agent I've seen in Chinese dramaland that totally sold it for me. A matured, intelligent, fast to react, cut the crap, get to the point, no nonsense, professional woman, so good at her job, but is also so lovely a person, and while she's doing really serious life and death job, still has time to make a joke. Then paired up with her is Han Geng, who used to be an idol, now middle-aged and definitely put on some weight and no longer looking like that on-stage dancing young idol. But his performance of his role in this drama is just so much better than I expected. Because I've seen his previous films and dramas before and never was in any way impressed. This time, he sold it for me. I so believe he can be the guy who appears to be a normal mid-aged man in China. And when you see him, you will never immediately connect him to he's a special agent. He can break into any locks. He is a master of all types of undercover covert operations and jumping onto moving trucks and do actually really dangerous fights. He appears to be just such a lovely, warm, approachable, and gentle guy. And I never really expected Han Geng's acting would have that much grounded feeling and details, but he does. Wei Daxun did a really good job of selling this ordinary guy who somehow ended up in the mess of a spy game. Yes, he's pretty intelligent, but is not at the level of being a genius, is well off, has a pretty well-doing family and father, but not uber rich. They even styled him in a really ordinary looking way instead of, hair gels and suits and ties like his previous role this year that got him famous. And if you compare his acting and his design for his role in this drama to Meng Yancheng in 人间烟火, you see a stark contrast. Almost appear to be two completely unrelated people, although it's the same face. And he would intentionally design for his specific characters to make them believable and grounded in their own setting. If you compare to another role he did not so long ago in Dr. Tang, again, a doctor role who is completely different from his computer science guy in this drama and then his boss guy in 人间烟火. And that shows he may not be the best actor out there, the most good-looking one, the most talented one, but he's a professional one. He knows what acting entails, and he understands that he serves his role. That's the most important thing, the first and foremost most important thing, instead of, look how good-looking I am. Certain actors just never understand that's important. And then the last one I would say is Li Yitong. She does a job that, in my opinion, is good enough to not drop the ball and make you feel you're out of the story. But then there's no more added on that. And if you want to compare to Wei Daxun, she's the type of actress I would say she pretty much appears to be the same person in every drama she plays in and every character she does. Maybe that's the reason why I never quite feel very strongly connected to any of her roles in her previous works, although I have seen most of them. Overall, the performance of this drama exceeded my expectation quite a lot, so I have really nothing to complain about. These are the positive points. Now let's get to the part where I talk about what I think this drama still is lacking in. Point number one, the portrayal of the bad people. The spy ring, the boss sitting behind the desk having all those computer screens that looks a little bit over-designed into the future and unnecessary, and the henchman guy who is 90% of the time the person that you see as the face of the spy organization. The casting choices of them and the decision of picking Hong Kong-based actor and having strong accent and particular actor who has this just overall vibe of being in a comedy is a little bit, in my opinion, too light and too funny. Maybe that's the intentional design from the creative team to lighten the load of the fact that they're talking about something that's really serious. That's maybe their intentional creative choice, but at certain times, it just cancels out the seriousness and slightly the believability of how dangerous the situation really is for our main characters and how much threat is out there. To me, it has an imbalanced feeling because the good guys of our story, the main characters, they are overall very believable and grounded with a lot of real-life details in their acting. And then you have the group of bad guys who are just like floating out there in the air and not real people. Then you have the spies who are working at the front line, played by like Wang Yikun and Yang Youning. They are also very real and believable. So you have this weird combination of very believable real-life people and slightly too character bad guy. While I was watching, I constantly wanted to laugh at that guy. Just like the moment he shows up, I cannot keep my face straight because he just sounds and looks too funny. The second thing about this drama is I still feel it is a little bit too inflated in size. It could be like a 32 episode drama and probably that will make it even more exciting and page turning. And if that's not a huge problem, a bigger problem would be, towards the end, it starts to loosen its energy. The last couple of episodes are just not as exciting as I hope it could be. Didn't give me a very satisfying heavy punch payoff. It is logical enough and acceptable enough, but it's not emotionally satisfying enough. I feel they leave it open in that sense to maybe give it possibility for second season. And when they do a second season, I will watch it. But for my satisfaction for the ending of the first season, I am not very happy about it. There may well be no second season, so things are all just like that. At the end, it's just all hanging. Nothing is falling in a place that you know for sure. It's like that one last dessert you didn't serve me at dinner that I expected it will be there, but it didn't happen. So overall, I would still say this is a pretty watchable drama and it has performed definitely exceeding my expectations. In the department of plot, in the department of detailed acting, I am really happy that I got into this drama and I don't regret the time I've spent watching it. Just don't expect Oscar-winning performances or the best script award level of content and you'll be happy. That should conclude my final review on the drama Spy Game 特工任务, and my heater just went on. Perfect timing to tell me shut up now and end this video. So thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.